Hi everyone, it's Giselle with a message for today. And I just wanted to talk about a few things that some clients have brought to my attention and that I've actually come across myself as well. And this is that certain readers who used to identify with the twin flame path are now being very discouraging and pretty much trying to take people away from the path, and I feel it's because they no longer resonate with it. But that is really unfair, and I just wanted to put this message out there that if you feel, and this is totally up to you, if you feel that you are still on the path, then you are still on the path. You don't have to be dependent upon a reader's opinion or follow the herd. It's really unnecessary to feel discouraged as well. This is what I say to my clients when they come to me for a reading. I'll give you what I see, I'll let you know how the energies present themselves and how I interpret them, but don't listen to me if it doesn't resonate. I give you the option, because I don't want to take people away from their core beliefs or from what they feel in their heart is true. Well, the reason that people are drawn to me, I find, is because they do resonate with my messages, because else what's the point in even getting a reading from someone you don't even feel speaks to you in a way that you vibe with? So I will say that the majority of people, well, pretty much everyone I've read for, I do feel has um resonated with the majority of what I have to say. So but that's not to say that I don't expect people to be able to grow and move on, because that happens too. That happened with me following or listening to certain ideas, or even having certain readers in the past, and then once I felt I had gotten everything I could from that connection, I would just move on. It's like graduating, moving on to the next stage. And I totally understand if people who I read for want to do that too. That is totally fine. But I just wanted to bring this message up because there is so much negativity, and it's really a shame that people who have once encouraged so many now are trying to discourage them and trying to follow their path, even though not everybody is on that particular path anyway. We don't all have the same timelines, and certainly don't all have the same destinies. And just because you feel it's good to follow someone for a little while and see what they have to say, doesn't mean that you have to do so for the rest of time, really. And it's really, really sad that even, people I read for have come to me feeling very discouraged and very rather upset, really, with the resentful and very bitter messages that these people have passed on to them. This is a challenge that I was faced with too. I started this channel because I was called to do so, and I started it without fully knowing where it was going to lead. I felt that in my heart, the reason for me starting and continuing with this channel is to continue to encourage people on the twin flame path. But I myself didn't have a clear understanding of what my journey looked like either. Nobody really does, to be fair. And at some points, I was challenged myself whether to continue, because at some times, because of the uncertainty of my own journey, I just didn't really feel like I had very much more to share. But then I was faced with a decision. Do you want to give up now and kind of just leave everyone you've helped without any further assistance, or are you going to continue on? And rather than chopping and changing like a lot of these readers have done, I just kept it to myself for a while and tried to figure it out, but continued on to give messages of hope and love. And because that's a strong aspect of this journey anyway, regardless of what your belief is, whether you're going to be with your person or not, self-love and manifesting the life of your dreams is an aspect that will apply to everybody, regardless of whether they think you are meant to be with your person or they're just supposed to be a catalyst that activates you and then you just continue on your own. So I didn't want to confuse the people I was helping either, and this journey is confusing enough for each individual. And just because we've taken on the role to share our gifts, it's really wrong for us in the position of being able to reach so many to then start confusing the entire community that we've built up. So as my journey became more stable, and I now am in a much better place of knowing where I'm headed, and I have this inner knowing, I am glad that I didn't just give in when things were difficult, where things were so uncertain. I didn't just decide to tell everybody, oh, by the way, this is all a load of nonsense. Not that I ever believed that, but if it ever came to being that extreme, I'm just so glad that I didn't give in and that I persevered and stuck with what I felt in my heart was true. And this is often what you need to do, is your heart is your compass. I know I get a ton of people trying to ask me if their person is their person, but it's not my job to give you a definitive answer to that, because part of this journey, I believe, is figuring that part out for yourself. The part of, is this my person? That is for you to figure out. The rest, I'm happy to help with. I'm happy to help with reading the energies. I'm happy to help with, doing the other work that I'm offering to do, because that is something I can help with. But the vital lesson that is an integral part of this journey is that you understand and learn for yourself whether your person is your person. That's what I've had to figure out for myself too. And I just want to give you a message of encouragement that no matter what anyone tells you, that your heart holds the key and knows the truth. And if you stick to that, you cannot go wrong. And a way of knowing whether you're on the right track is when you quiet your mind and go into your heart. Think of your person and feel them. Does the feeling you get cause you grief, anxiety, pain, loss, heartache, anger, maybe resentment? Or does the feeling give you peace, love, compassion, joy, forgiveness, understanding, oneness? See how very opposite of the spectrum these feelings are. Or a more simplified way is, if you feel small and pressure, or if you feel large and expanded, how do you feel in your heart? Really, be honest with yourself. You can even ask for spiritual guidance from whomever you feel can give you that. and they will help you to feel the feelings clearly so you can give yourself the answer to that question. I hope that this message has helped you. If you would like to connect with me, I'm still offering 25% off readings, healings, and channeled messages. So if you buy a bundle of 4, you pay for 3 and get your 4th one for free. And I'm still offering the question bundle tiered discounts. Those are text message questions that you can connect with me on WhatsApp with, or you can email them to me, and I will answer them as and when you ask the question. They're usually answered a lot quicker than a full-on email reading. So, I thank you all so very much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.